Good morning. Good morning. I was just gonna do another minute upload today, but as I'm sitting here editing it, I'm like, you know what? Let's fuck around and do some monkey for Friday. Goes up in 8 hours, but you know, I'll just record and edit a completely new video, because why not? What the fuck's act itself and how? Did a turkey get shot by an arrow? Where is... That's mildly concerning. Hold up, that'll... Unlucky. Anyways, just kind of wanted to hop on, talk about some stuff. One thing to talk about, I just had to get an EMG done. And for anyone that doesn't know what that is, you basically get little shockers put on you, and then they just electrocute you and look for your nerves and see how they react. So I had to get one because I injured my back lifting a mattress, and they wanted to check that all my nerves were doing okay because like my big toe was numb. So I go to the place, they tell me to lay down, and then first red flag, man puts a heat lamp on my leg and says, let's get you to human temperature. So I'm already like, what the fuck? And then he starts telling me that he's just gonna put some shit on my leg and then he's just gonna shock it. So he starts like putting wires all on my leg and then he shocks it. And at first, it was very fucking jarring, but I was just kind of like, alright, whatever, this isn't that bad. And then, all of a sudden, halfway through, I'm feeling pretty confident, and I'm like, you know what, I got this, this shit ain't that bad, I was told it hurts, this is fucking fine. And then he goes, alright, now it's time for the needles. And I almost shit myself. He started putting acupuncture needles into my leg to poke some specific nerves, and then shocking the fucking needles, and it only got worse. After that, he put the needles into just my muscles and then just jiggled them around for whatever fucking reason. And then he had some like, you know when you have like an aux cord connected to a speaker and then you just like start pressing the end of the aux cord into random things and it makes static sound? As Melon here, I can't find a video of the aux cord into hand, but if you have like an amp, plug an aux cord in and just stick it into your hand and it'll make sound. I started just doing that while he was just like sticking these needles into my muscles, and that shit hurted. And the whole time he's like, alright, please don't jerk, and then he would just stick the needle in. My whole fucking leg would just almost involuntarily just yeet itself away. By the end of that shit, I was fucking huffing and sweating and shit. It was rough. And it turns out I'm mostly fine. I just might have a pinched nerve. Other fun news, should be getting a new motherboard come this Sunday. My Ethernet port just shit out again on this motherboard, so it's time to replace it. Which for anyone following the Melon Technology Chronicles at home, second I got this motherboard back in April of 2021, and I got the motherboard like a month later, it already started breaking and needed to go in for repairs. So I had to take my computer apart again and ship it back. That's a big bomb. And I've been over the Melon Technology Chronicles on stream, but I'll give a little brief history of it real quick again. Well, I think it all started when I was a very wee lad, and I brought my DS to the bathroom, and then I dropped my original golden Wind Waker DS in the toilet. So I think that's where my curse began. I don't know if this counts as technology. I'll say it does, but on my birthday, which is occasionally shared with Memorial Day, my dad brought us to go see a air show thing, and we were sitting in the trunk. The back windshield of the trunk just cracked on us because you could open it, or you started to lift the little trunk windshield open, and then just it shattered everywhere. You know, I'm not even gonna make this like the tech history. I'm just gonna make this the everything I've broken history. Another time, I was in my backyard with an old ass pogo stick that I found in our sheds. I was young and didn't have anything to do, so I started learning how to use that old pogo stick. And then I was just bouncing on it, and all of a sudden, the spring just stopped being locked in place where it should have been, and just broke. And then in like probably 2015 or something, I was riding my bike with my friend and we were headed to town, and then I thought I heard him say something, so I went to turn around. And then the second I turned around, he was just barreling straight at me, and we collided, and that literally bent my entire front wheel in half. I also had my longboard get run over by a bus. She's still kicking though. Why am I calling it she? My longboard, the front truck snapped, and I still rode the boat. Context first. I brought the board on my bus. I didn't end up going wherever I was going with it that day, so I just went home on the bus and then just rode my longboard a bit on the way home, which is like a block from the bus stop. In that fucking block, my friend who lives across the street from me started walking in front of me, and I, half paying attention, threw down my board and started to ride it. I kicked, not realizing how close he was to me, went right into the back of his leg, and then with my other foot stepped forward to catch myself, and then sent my board yeeting into the middle of the road, and all we heard was a massive crack of the metal truck snapping in half. But other than that, the board was fine. I took it to get a new truck a little bit later, and still ride it on occasion. I don't know if I can make this. That was scary. I thought I was gonna get the spooky spaghetti on me. Sometime in the past like year and a half, I decided to get a new GameCube because my older sister took the one that we had ever since I was a kid. So I went to get a new one. When I did, I went to this place. They were selling GameCubes, and I was like, you know what? I want one because GameCube's one of my favorites. Probably my favorite console. So I bought one, and then I get home, I start testing it out, and I realize, one, they didn't give me an SD card thing, the memory cards that you need to put in it, and two, the thing doesn't work. The disc reader didn't work. Alright, we're gonna... Oh, shit. For first turn on, this is going better than I expected. Oh, the other tech story is my PC. And, like, the 3 times I've had to try getting a new motherboard slash... Oh my god, men. Calm down. And, like, the 3 separate times I've had issues with my motherboard slash brand new CPU. Nerdle, we gotta buy him. So, one, when I first got my PC... I went with my friend like 7 a.m. on Black Friday. He drove us to the nearest micro center. He helped me pick out the parts because I knew nothing. Then we went back to his place and he built it for me before he had to go to work. The issue here, I don't remember if we forgot to take it or if they forgot to give it to us, but we were finished setting up the computer almost, and we realized we didn't have the Windows to install onto the computer, but I knew we bought it and the receipt had it on it, so they just didn't give us the product, so we had to drive like 20-30 minutes back to get it. Like a year after, or 2 years after we built it, I started upgrading it because I couldn't do some things on stream without the CPU overloading and whatnot, so needed an upgrade. So I got a new motherboard, I got a new CPU, and then like a month after finally getting my friend to install it, which also took a while because it was just hard to try and schedule that with him. So a month after that, I'm streaming Resident Evil Village, and my Ethernet port on the motherboard, which is also my current motherboard, just shit itself inexplicably. That's still been happening every once in a while, and then I got in a thing to try and ask them to replace my motherboard, and they said, well, actually, it's been just over a month, so fuck you, send it back in for repairs. So I had to go back, I had to wait to schedule some shit with my friend again, have him take my PC apart, put the old motherboard back in for the time being because I was doing college on it and I needed it, and then wait for the new one to ship back, which took a while. I'm fucking this fight up. Also, when we started swapping the motherboard and stuff back in, my friend dropped the CPU and a few pins bent. So not only did we have to return or ship the motherboard in for repairs, I had to file a fake claim about the CPU arriving with bent pins. So that happened. We were able to just cancel, return, and refund the CPU. Oh my god, you idiots. Gambling sucks. Don't gamble, kids. In other fun news... Oh. Never mind. Chat. Fucking spoiler warning. Also, don't spoil it in the comments if you have seen it. Well, I started watching Chainsaw Man. And holy shit, they threw in like the wildest shit out of fucking nowhere. So, oh, Blue Crab. It's a literal blessed recording. So, Chainsaw Man is a pretty good show. I'm not really a fan of the main character because his whole personality is just being an incel and wanting to touch boobs and stuff, which never really a fan of that when they never really a fan of just like very cringe MCs, which tends to happen pretty often. So Chainsaw Man, otherwise pretty good. And then in, I think it was episode 8, out of fucking nowhere, they just murder everyone in the fucking show. I'm sure there's some plot to it. You know, I'll leave the crab alive. I'm sure there will be some plot to it to come, but like watching the dubbed and this being the last episode I have available, oh, it's fucking wild. I certainly was not expecting to turn on an episode and then by the end of it have every character you know and have come to love in the past 8 episodes, or at least have come to know, just fucking perish. But that's exactly what they did so far. Unless they do the switcheroo, which I'm expecting a switcheroo, but they literally go from almost a sex scene to just straight up everyone is fucking dead. It felt like the episode was fake, a fever dream. Oh my, did he just throw someone else at? Did he just throw his brother at the fucking thing? Tall gold snake. Wait, is that it? Tall gold snake? Was that it? Tall gold snake. That's what I was worried about. Alright, he's dead. Dead as hell. Rest in peace. Hold on, hold on, hold on. If we're gonna bring this many men, we're gonna do it. Don't jump out of my hands, don't jump out of my hands, don't jump out of my hands, don't jump out of my hands. Perfect. Come on, pick him up. Perfect. Sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Don't do anything stupid. Can I get my 18 naked cowboys to space? That's my fucking goal. Because that would be insane. Oh, he dropped Cheelin. He did the idiot thing. Alright, hold on. Let's play this safe. Let's play this smart. Let's play this slow. Well, not too slow, because if Tun is on this level, it's going to be an issue. I'm grabbing Clone Gun, and I'm going up the level. We're going to look for Tun. If Tun is here, we do the challenge, and then we come back for Bow. If Tun isn't here, we run this back down to the boys, and we get them to hold it. It's looking like we got Tun trolled. But it's fine, because we literally brought 18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big, hard-throbbing cocks wanted to be sucked and... Pick that up. Perfect. Sleep. And... challenge done. Next level, we're gonna see how many of my men, if any, survive on Hundun, which will be probably 0. Considering the fact that Hundun has rising spikes and a path that's even difficult for normal players to traverse, I don't have much hope for the AI, but let's see. Men, if any of you make it to the top with me, I'll give you a cookie. I hope Nerdle is still doing okay. We got him all the way back in Volcana, and I don't know which one he is anymore. Alright, so that's the chicken dead. As soon as he shoots this one, I'll drop on his head. Unfortunately, I don't think any of the men survived. Yeah. R.I.P. I think I would have had one of them carry the bow, and then carry them up with me, but that would have been difficult. Anyways, we're in Cosmic. That's one bubble popped. Right off the bat. Neobab, great start. You'll always love to see a Neobab. Honestly, one of the most normal of the possible places you could be. Neobab is just a flawless area, is what I'm trying to say. All of you go into lava or something. Oh! Bonk. Perfect. First level down. Scariest level of all. Honestly, the first level of space is kind of the scariest in my opinion, because it's like you have the entire however long of a run you just had hedging on it, and well, yeah, later in it you lose a lot more. It's like sometimes you just get locked into the inability to get to space, and it makes it all the more difficult, especially mentally, because this thing is absolutely a mental game. Want to destroy the bodies like that when you can, so that way it can avoid them getting rezzed by a necromancer. I need to be careful with dealing with these cats. And then cut to me dying in 30 seconds to one of them. Alright, I didn't realize that was going to be it. But we can take the loop and we should be fine. It was right here. I'm not going to worry about our bomb or rope count. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm just going to focus on doing what I need to do in order to get out of these levels. That was scary. If I was standing like... Or if that was one tile shallower, I would have been dead. Not fucking with vertical spikes. I had a bad experience with them earlier, so I'm gonna be more cautious, exude more caution, whatever it's called. Because dying in this game sucks. As much, well, it doesn't always suck. Dying in this game is a very useful lesson almost every time. Every time you die, it's almost impossible that you won't learn something. And every death, you should take with a grain of salt, and you should take it as learning something. Otherwise, you're not really cut out to play this game if you are not good with that. Oh, hello. In order to play this game, you don't have to be all that special. You just have to be able to handle, like, roll with the punches. That's all you really need. We need more than that, actually. We need to not just roll with the punches right now. We need to be able to whip this bubble, which was a little scary at first, and I've been lava bead doinked many times. Oh, I thought he was coming up from the top, or coming down from the top. That surprised me a little bit, and I need to get better with telling where they're gonna come from. I just double-checked I was recording, because I was scared for a second that what if I just didn't hit it? Because I remember I was doing a run the other day, and I got a really, like, goofy clip I thought I recorded, but then it turned out I didn't hit record. It was new to gameplay, so it's not like I lost too much, but I wanted to have the footage in case I PB'd or was getting close to PB and started streaming it. Which, if this run PBs, I would normally start up stream and do moment badge shit. But you know what? This will be a special YouTube moment badge, which means nothing. It just means you get nothing out of it except that you can type in the comments, "Wow, good job. I was here," in a metaphorical sense. If this run PBs, go type that in the comments. If you made it this far, go type Yeti. But, like, you gotta spell it right in order for me to know that you watched it. So, like, spell it like Yeti. Not like Yeti or Yeti, like Yeti. Oh my god. Climbers almost fucked me up for the first time in a while there. Alright. Get our bearings. Control the fish. Let him circle us. It's okay. That would have been a sucky way to lose the Ankh, but luckily it didn't happen. There's the exit. I need to stop having such close calls with these jellies. Backwards 4. If I flip it in post, you guys will never know. Coming from top or bottom? Top. I need to use my audio better, so I have not been listening as much as I should be. And this having the music on is distracting and unusual for me. How about you guys don't go this way? Stop it. Alright, never mind. You guys do what you want. I'll just walk away before that becomes a dumpster fire that I don't want to deal with. Wait, do these guys AI target us through the loop? Because I know that they have like a near infinite range that they'll shoot if you're underneath them. But does it really go that far? Also, fun fact, chat. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Here's some ASMR for you guys. If you didn't know, get ready for this sound. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm sorry, one of the two. Alright, so that's an infinitely looping laser, which is not fun. But here's exit, so it's okay. We'll just pop this and deal with repercussions. I lava be doinked. Alright, good thing we had Onk this time. Why am I so bad at jumping on bubbles? Well, at least we now know where the exit is, Copium. I need to take these bubbles slower. Alright, whatever. You can still PB without an Onk. Don't like him. Can you throw that at me, sir? And I can, like, whip it? Ow. Do it again. I want to try and whip this out of his hands. Perfect. And now he deals with himself just like that. You know what? That death could have been much worse. We could have done it in a way that lost us. Could have done it in a way that made us had to go find our cape again, which would have been much bad. Much bad. Yup. If you made it this far, go type in the comments, much bad. And then do it with like a little yucky emoji. Not one that comes up if you type yucky, but like one that just screams yucky. But not like the vomiting emoji, because that one's basic. So like pick a special emoji that only we will know about. If you made it this far, type the ski lift emoji in the comments down below. Going left or right? Right. This is stressing me out all of a sudden. Alright. How do I want to deal with this? That works. How did those two die? There was a dead caveman and yeti right there, and I don't know how they perished. Alright. We are coming up on halfway to a PB. Alright, now we can go back over to the left, being careful of arrow traps. Because arrow traps here, fun fact, do poison. I kind of just want to bomb it, but, you know, it's not that bad, and I should be somewhat sparing with my bombs. Because I'm looking for the first time. We got 80, which is actually, like, really good. That was a calculated doink because, what was I saying? I don't think I was saying anything, actually. I would try to whip it. Oh, that's it for the video, guys. Thank you.